Hello everybody, welcome to another Transformers knockoff review. Thanks to the team over at Sir Toys. Today we're taking a look at the Aoyi Mech, aka Blackmamba, Interstellar series Star Knight. This is of course their take on the studio series Bumblebee Optimus Prime. They've kind of oversized it and done a few little mods and tweaks. We've already had an oversized version from the team over at Wei Jiang, and this is to kind of compete with their mech. Quick look around the box. We've got Prime on the front there, Interstellar on the side, getting possibly teasers at other characters coming, and then we've got Prime's back on the back of the box, which was quite a nice novel idea. Now of course I got this from Sir Toys. If you saw my unboxing video yesterday, didn't realise that they'd actually packed a load of little bootlegs in with these boxes as well. Let me just quickly show you what we got. Got loads of little random pieces that were thrown in. There was some in this box, and there was some shoved in with Unique Toys Megatron as well. Just some random little bits. That's GG Bond Brick Sec. Got some Super Wings. Got, is that Joker in there? Yep. Various Star Wars pieces. We've got the oversized cassettes. Got a Nerf Blaster and Spider-Man in there. Flying mini bag. Got a translucent Hulk, and we've got some Star Wars figures, Auto Hero car, some more cassettes, more Star Wars Lego figures. We've got Bruce Lee, Han Solo. We've got Jet, and then we got these, I'm assuming they're very similar, kind of like the Major Morgans, I think, kind of like Batcat and Spider-Cat calculators. Anyway, on to Prime. Right now Prime comes in a plastic clamshell with his instruction booklet, and we also get an additional head which is much closer to, here's kind of much closer to the actual Prime look than what we got with the standard head. But let's crack him open and see what's inside. And here he is out of his plastic prison. He is leaps and bounds tastier than that Wei Jiang first attempt. This is always easy to improve on somebody's improvement, often somebody's improvement. Just little tiny mods that they've done, kind of re-engineered the shoulder slightly, re-decoed him as well. It really does make the world of difference. Now, he is nowhere near on par looks-wise as the 3A/30 version. I believe Toy World's going to be this sort of scale as well. I still don't have him in hand. I've heard kind of mixed things. I'm very much looking forward to him, but I've heard that he's quite brittle, and it is quite a complex transformation, but I'm really looking forward to getting him. But as far as this and the Wei Jiang version goes, there's no competition really. Here they both are together. See, there's some really nice changes that they've done there. I'm loving how this Prime looks. I mean, they've really kind of slimmed down that waist section by adjusting the backpacks. They've given him proper legs as well. The paint decal on this is absolutely superb. So you look at the added details, etc., around those forearms. It's a really good looking piece. Just a side profile look to see how we've got with the backpack. Again, tidies up really quite nicely. I mean, if you've got this guy, you're probably happy with him. You know, personally I like how his vehicle mode looks, but bot mode, I honestly do think that Aoyi Mech have got this down substantially better. I mean, to look at the forearm mess that was on, I mean, this is in essence just an upscale version of the original So all that mess you see was kind of present on that original figure, and just because he's a thing of beauty, here he is, the 3A Optimus Prime. Really gorgeous looking figure. But that being said, you know, they've done a pretty good job of carrying over those details, kind of copying them across, simplifying them somewhat, but at the same time they've done a pretty decent job at trying to recreate that look whilst keeping the transformation the same. Now Toy World have kind of nailed it for what I've seen from their images, but this is substantially cheaper than the Toy World version. I need to get myself some Autobot logos from downstairs. I think I'm mounting those on the shoulder, but yeah, I think it's cleaner than the 3A, and obviously it does transform, so we're going to have that kind of heft to him. But overall, I think they've done a pretty decent job. And for those of you that don't own the other versions of Prime, here he is alongside the original. That's the Studio Series Prime. And then we have the oversized Siege Prime, and what is in essence the MPM Prime as well. I think these all kind of look pretty nice. It's a very prime shot. If you can see, I've just bent those smokestacks back slightly as well. They've got a hinge on them. Give that more of the curved look that we get with the official as well. Let's take a look at the articulation. There is a button on the head, so we've got blue eyes. The head itself can look back a really nice amount, actually. It's on a really nice hinge. And we go left and we go right as well. A lot of tilt in there as well, quizzical tilting. The arms ratcheted around, out to the side. Really nice ratchet there, almost like a butterfly joint in there as well. Got arm rotation on the bicep, a bend on the elbow, got rotation, and a fully articulated hand to move those arms out of the way. We have waist rotation, no abdominal crunch in there. We have hip skirts to the side. The legs themselves move forwards, backwards, that far, not a great deal there. Out to the side, really nice metallic ratchet in there. Thigh rotation, really nice deep bend on that knee. Very odd looking knee, all done on that really slight hinge there, but it works nonetheless. And we've got up and down, a little bit of pivot in there, but still rather tasty nonetheless. You can see we also get an axe with Prime, again with an LED function in there which lets the axe glow, and we've got an LED on the gun as well. So we've got lots and lots of nice options on Prime. The only real gripe I have with him are his feet. They're supported on a very slight hinge. It doesn't want to stay in position as nicely as I would like it to. I may have transformed him from vehicle mode to spot mode, or I may have missed something out, but that's my only real gripe. To look at, it looks lovely, doesn't he? Now if you take a look, the head itself is on a ball mounted socket underneath that neck joint, so we can bring in the alternative head. Just pop that back onto that ball socket. There we go. And there we have the kind of more movie accurate sculpt. I haven't changed the batteries out with this one yet, but you can see the two sculpts compared. I don't know, actually. I don't know which one I prefer. I may prefer the one that was already on there. What are your thoughts? And for those curious, yes, he does still have a matrix of leadership inside his chest, albeit it's very itty bitty and tiny, isn't it, in comparison to what it was here in the G1 continuity. You know, I was just working out where I'm going to display these guys for now, and I put him next to the metallic version of Rensora. and the Unique Toys version is even taller than Rensora. So they actually look really good together. Right now for the transformation, we want to get his arms out nice and straight and come around to this back piece here. We have these panels. They are either side. They're kind of what bulk up that back piece. That's kind of the trouble that we had with the Wei Jiang version. It just didn't look very natural at all. But anyway, we bulk those up and then we bring this piece down like so. And look, there is all of that hidden detailing. Right, and with this piece here, I want to just pull this piece off for now. This is going to lift up and we're going to sort these panels here out. So this is going to come round, this is going to come round like so. We can then put this piece back up, tabbing that in, and then bring it back down, and we now got these front panels round the correct way. Bring these wheels out and out. You have to kind of pull them up and forwards, and they come out quite nicely. These then come out and sit on the side like so. And this piece here opens and opens. We're going to spin Prime around, and you want to open up these chest panels like so, all the way open, and the head is just going to untab, and that's going to come down to the front. From here, this is going to come down like so. That's going to come all the way down, and from here you want to rotate this upper torso piece around. Trying to get all this on camera, but so it misses that panel piece. And from here, just quickly flick these lights up, push the chest panels in, and they're going to tab in, and this is going to come over. And if you just angle it slightly down, so when we push it, it will slide down into that chest area, push and lock off, and then Prime's head can come up, and that's going to fill in this void, and the head sits down at the back like so. Then push the wheels up, they're going to lock in either side, and the chest piece is going to push, lock, and there's a tab on either side here and here. It's going to push, and that's going to secure that front panel piece. Open up the legs so there's enough room to grab his crotch. Rotate the hip skirt piece down and around, and this piece here tabs from here. This is going to lift upwards, lift up the back of this leg. This section here is very stiff, but it will go down. It's meant to go down like that. That's incredibly stiff to do though. And then this piece here is going to move upwards like this, and then this piece here can just come in and fill that void. These ankles that I was a bit dubious of, there's a little bit of ankle pivot in there as well, but it is incredibly stiff. We have these hinges here as well, but basically what we need to do, we need to rotate the hinge down. As we bring it down, it'll actually twist. There we go. Yeah, and then that's going to go all the way along the underside. See, look at all of that extra pressure that gets put on that hinge. I don't like that at all. This is going to come up like so, and then there's a tab just here. That's going to come in and push and slot in on those legs. Bring that down, make sure that these panels are up. And now we get all the transforming magic that was kind of missing from the Wei Jiang version. You want to unfold these arms. There's lots of panel forming going on here. And this is going to rotate around. Basically, this is going to form the arm. This will come in like so. The elbow needs to bend. Let's just move this out of the way so we can see what we're doing. Elbow needs to bend, come around, and then just untabbing this piece here. Like so. The arm can then rotate like this, and then we can bring that back in. You want to scrunch the fist up so it can slide on the inside of the body, and then we're gonna just slide this in, and then bring this down like this. And then these are all going to tab in together now. There we go, that's going to tab in there. You can see there's a tab on the side of the window there which joins up. This is going to go into this void here and tab in to the arm, straighten up here, and then tab in, he says, to the back of that section like so. That's going to all come around. That's going to tab in here. We have this tabbed in nicely. This is going to flip, push in on top as well. You can see that the wheels automatically want to join together, but if you can fold down the handle and the ammunition rack on the gun, that now can actually slide in between. Right, just make sure you bring these leg panels up, and they are going to come all the way down into that void like so. Just straighten all of this piece up. Make sure that it all goes where it's meant to, like so. And in this void now, I've actually got a space between both of these legs. Down you go. There we go. For the gun, it's going to come in like so. There's a tab there, and there's also a tab here. Just make sure that these go in, and just easy said than done when I'm miles away from the camera. There, and there, do that on both sides, bring in this leg and do that again, and we've basically used that gun to fill out that void on the legs, and then we can join these two pieces together like so. And it's going to come down, these are going to straighten up, it's going to push, and lock, locating into the back of the truck mode. And then we just need to make sure that these panels are lined up. And last but by no means least, let's just rotate these gas tanks around and just make sure that this piece here slides and tabs in. All right, and as you can see, I've actually uncovered those wheels, although that doesn't really want to stay down there as nicely as I'd like. These just literally pop off. You can pop them in and out. So if you want Cybertron wheels, if you want Earth wheels, entirely up to yourselves. Still haven't done the wing mirrors, have I? But that's a pretty decent truck mode. Holds together really nicely, really big, solid piece. And here we have them both together. I like the kind of extended window sections we've got on the Blackmamba version. Both of them roll pretty well. Again though, the wheels, the secondary wheel doesn't touch the floor, but I think that's actually accurate with trucks. I don't think they touch the floor unless they've got a heavier load on. Then that load gets placed down. Unfortunately, the wheel hitch on the Wei Jiang one obviously does fit the Wei Jiang trailer. Again, both hold together pretty nicely. The transformation is more complex with the Blackmamba one, which is a rarity actually, because normally Blackmamba just kind of oversized, they don't over-engineer, but they've done a really nice job with this particular figure, in my opinion. It's a good, solid piece. I actually really prefer the vehicle mode and the bot mode, so it's a all-round win-win. I think, again, like I said, don't think I'm going to be able to fit the Wei Jiang trailer on here, although of course it will scale perfectly because these are nigh on identical. As to give you an idea of how big these are, that's MB10 on the back there. He's a little tiny bot in comparison, and until we get Toy World, here he is alongside the 3A Optimus Prime. Yeah. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you decide to have the Cybertronian truck wheels or the regular truck wheels, I think this guy has got a little bit of something for everybody. Take your time with the transformation. Just watch out for those ankle pivots. That's the only real sign of weakness, in my opinion. Overall, it's a very nice looking figure. Really enjoying what these companies are doing at the moment, and I'm so glad to be reviewing again. It's been a long time, and I'm just glad to be back in the saddle. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Are you going to be picking this guy up? Do you already have the Wei Jiang version, or are you saving out and waiting for Toy World? Until next time, for myself and the team over at Sir Toys, thanks for watching. Peace.